why we call it Shakespearean English, because it's not real English. And let me tell you, he is the most celebrated author of all times,
Right.
playwright, author, whatever you call him. You know, he was a poet as well. He has
Yeah.
written a lot of sonnets also. 123 sonnet is one of his best. 84.
Hello.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And how are you?
I'm doing very good. Thank you. How was your day so far?
It it was lovely. And I would like to ask first, am I late?
No, 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 you're not.
Yeah,
I
because
will
I had
finish your
got a
25
message.
minutes. Yes, I will finish your 25 minutes. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes, tell me. So, yes, what did you do since morning? Oh, you had a wedding to attend.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. How
And
was
that's why I stayed up late. So I returned late and I woke up late today. So after waking up, I didn't have that much time. I just did some stuff, took my brunch, and then went on to give my classes. Returning back from there, I had my dinner, and then I was watching a movie. And after
what
that,
movie
I
were you
came.
watching?
Kung Fu Panda.
Oh, you know they've started a series also, Kung Fu Panda. It's
Oh,
a web
I mean,
series also on Netflix
uh,
now.
no, I'm not aware about that.
If you liked Kung Fu, which one did you watch? One, two, three?
I mean, just uh, a few clips, not the proper movie,
Oh,
but
you
just a few
must.
clips.
It's a lovely, lovely movie. You must
Yeah.
watch it. I love
Actually,
Kung Fu
uh,
Panda.
I have a strong connection with this. I would like to share with you
Please
that
do.
whenever I had started watching these movies, especially English movie, so the first few one was like what the Titanic movie, and then a few others which I don't know, but Kung Fu Panda was the name. I was waiting for. I mean, I had watched at that point of time. I recalled that when I got suggestion from one of my tutors that these are the movies that you can enjoy, and because you are stuck whenever you have to talk on different topics related to like the topics related to uh, imagination or fabrication, maybe there's some fabricated stories. So she was trying to bring out all these things, and then she suggested these two names, and I recalled that, okay, I think I have watched this. So it was something nostalgic, maybe because I had watched maybe more than a decade ago, 10 or 12
Okay.
years ago. So yes, I
Okay.
enjoyed that.
Amazing. That's really nice. You know, there's a movie called Baby's Day Out. I don't know if you have watched it or not. If you have it, please do watch. It's a lovely, lovely. It's a children's movie. Okay. So that is one movie that brings me, takes me back to my childhood. So I remember
Okay.
as a 7, 8 year old girl, maybe my father used to had taken me for this movie. Then there's also a movie called Matilda. These are all children's movies, but very, very good movies. Baby's
Okay.
Doubt is a classic. You must, must, must watch it. Okay, without a doubt.
Okay.
Whenever you get time, I think Baby's Doubt is one movie. Then Dunstan checks in. Then Matilda, certain Home Alone, all the parts. I think these are certain movies that you must not miss in your life. Okay,
Okay. Thank
so
you
but
for sharing it.
Baby's Day Out is my top recommendation if you've not watched it.
Yeah,
Don't watch
sure.
it with the intention of learning English. Just watch it because you must watch it.
Okay, yeah. Just watch it to enjoy. Maybe like I
Absolutely.
explained to you a few movies. So I recall that these are the movies that I had watched in Hindi,
Yeah.
like Titanic or
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Pirates of Caribbean.
I'll tell you
So
a
when I
secret.
said, when I started working on my English, I tried all these movies again. That okay, I
Uh-huh.
have to watch it in English itself if I'm
Yeah.
able to understand. And so I have watched this so many times. Like when I started first time to watch this in English, I was not able to understand at all. But now I can understand around 75% maybe.
So do you
Sometimes I
watch
need
it
to
with
do.
subtitles?
No, not at all.
No.
Sometimes I go back to check that if I haven't understand anything, okay, what are the being said. So that is why I am saying that I understand 75% without subtitles.
Okay,
So I
that's
watched it.
nice. That's quite interesting. I'll tell you a secret. I have still not watched Titanic, the whole movie.
Okay.
I have, and people hate me for this. So whenever I say no, I have not watched Titanic, they have weirdest of reactions. How come? How can you not watch that movie? This, that. But honestly, I have never, it's never, I've never got the time only. It's not that, obviously, we watch other movies, but somehow I and Titanic, we haven't met. So let me get it.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
just haven't met. Right. Okay. I will watch it someday. Probably before I die, so definitely I'll watch that movie. Let's see. Okay.
In that sense, I mean context, I would like to share that I hardly watch any web series.
Okay.
So people come with suggestion that have you watched or even ask me, and then they tell me this every time. How can you avoid watching web series in today's era,
Yeah.
in current time? Yeah,
Right. But why do you not watch it?
uh, because it is too lengthy. First thing is that
Okay.
and the main thing is it has been designed in such a way that you are you become addicted to it, like you are hooked on to this. Unless you finish, you won't be able to focus on other things. Something like that goes in my mind. Okay, I haven't finished this yet, or maybe I have to watch it again. So I would plan my day accordingly, and I
Yeah.
don't want to plan my day like that. And that's why I avoid. Like it's not that I haven't watched any single web series. I watched a few, like the Family Man. I
Oh.
watched the Family Man season first and two both, and only because of Manoj Bajpayee.
Then you
So
must have watched Special Ops also.
yeah, also that one also. And how I watched this, like during the celebration time. I remember during Durga Puja, whenever in my surrounding there is like a tradition that people celebrate all these festivals, and during that celebration they use loudspeaker in such a loud voice that you are not able to focus on anything else. So those were the time I utilized in watching these movies. And okay, I cannot do anything else, let me watch this series.
But I'll tell you something, Raj. I think all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. I think you should also enjoy certain movies or web series or anything just for the sake of it.
Yeah, of
Not,
course. And like I explained to you that I do not watch it. It's not that I don't watch movies at all. I
yeah,
watch, but I make sure that I watch something which doesn't cost me more than 2 or 3 hours, because I don't want to wait that okay, what happened next. So I
yeah.
don't want to be in that position. So I want to finish it, whatever I'm watching in 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah. Also, I think because of this, a lot of because what you said is right about the addiction thing. So now, what a lot of web series are doing is they're not finishing it. They're keeping a
Right,
season two for it, so that
right.
you get the fire in that person burning. That you know what's going to happen, what's going to happen. So I think what you're saying is absolutely correct. All right. Speaking of movies, it's a lovely,
And
lovely form of yeah. Say.
yeah, I mean, on that line, I have finished around 25 to 28 books in last 1.5 years, or around 18 months maybe.
That's
And
amazing.
most of the books, these are the short book, 150 or 200 pages. So whenever I read, I finish them in one sitting. Like
What?
out of
Really?
20, seven or eight books have been finished by me in one sitting, in
Oh,
maybe 15 or
wow.
16 hours.
That's binge reading. What people do binge watching. I think you do
Yeah,
binge reading. So,
right.
what is your average time of reading a page? 1 minute, 1.5 minutes?
Not 1 minute. It's around 4 minutes.
One page. I think
Yeah,
it's lesser. If in 15 hours you're finishing a book of, say, 300 pages or 200 pages, I think it's
not
much less.
300, like less than that. Around 150 to 200 pages books.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so then probably 3 to 4 minutes per page is what you take.
Yeah.
Okay, so of the 28 books that you have read, give me top three recommendations. Come on, let's do that.
Top three. Okay.
Yeah.
The first one would be the leader without no title, or the leader who had no title, something like this, by
Okay.
Robin Sharma. So,
What is it
through,
about?
yeah, it is about enjoying your work and doing the best in that, like the Abraham Lincoln's famous quote, that no matter what the work is, you have to uh, put all your efforts in that. Maybe I'm not quoting, the sense is something like this. So, through that book, the only message is being given that you don't have to become a leader to be a leader, but you can become a leader in any field that you are in, just by the way of being the best and providing best to the society, or uh, world, through your work.
Okay, that's quite interesting. Then, next book.
And the next book, uh, Man's Search for Meaning, by Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor.
Oh,
So,
Holocaust.
yeah, yeah. He has been a psychologist, so he explains his journey, and he was explaining that how having a meaning helped him to survive those critical situations. So he just want to share to everybody that no matter how bad a situation you are going through in your life, just try to focus on one thing and try to have a goal in your life. Try to work to achieve that. Give all your efforts to that, and then you will definitely live happily.
Okay, that's nice. That's really nice. And the third one.
And the third one, uh, I will have to take. I mean, I won't be able to pick one, but since you are asking me in that way, I would pick a deep work. So
Deep
deep work,
word.
yeah, deep work.
Work. Okay, work. Okay, okay.
So deep work, it is related with how you have to enjoy, no matter what work you are doing, you have to enjoy that, and how you have to form a routine, maybe something like that. So how can you avoid the bad habits, or the bad change the bad habits into good ones, and how not to waste your time on social media, or any other way, but have a profound meaning in whatever you are doing, something related to that.
Okay. So you read a lot of philosophical and personal development books, is what I've understood. Is it?
Yeah, yeah. Like the moment I started, I went through all this, and at the same time, when I tried fictional, so I enjoyed that a lot, because I found that all these books are so easy to understand. So it's
Yeah.
good for learner or beginner to start with this. At least the one whose main idea behind reading is to improve English. Because if they read all these books, they will get some sense of confidence. That's what
Yes.
happened to me, because I tried William Shakespeare, and believe me, I
No,
couldn't understand.
you shouldn't, because William Shakespeare himself, fun fact. So I'm a literature student. I have studied his life, and what I have
yeah,
understood of Shakespeare is that he is someone who did not know English. He was from an I mean, he was not from an uneducated background. He was an uneducated man, okay, who
right,
never knew English. The reason why his English, I mean, the books he's written is such a way, is because that's the broken English he knew. Okay, and
right,
that's the reason why we call it Shakespearean English, because it's not real English. And let me tell you, he is the most celebrated author of all times,
right,
playwright, author, whatever you call him. You know, he was a poet as well. He has
yeah,
written a lot of sonnets also. 123 sonnet is one of his best. 84, 97, these are great sonnets that he's written. But he was not very celebrated when he was alive. Do you know that? That he was in the King's. Read about Shakespeare someday on Google. It's fun. It's a great story. Very inspirational, very sad story. He was in the King's court, and nobody liked him because he was weird, and he, said weird things, and not the king was not happy. And
okay,
after he passed away, someone published his books, and it went out, and the stories that he's written, be it Macbeth, be it Hamlet, Othello, whichever, King Lear, Merchant of Venice, all of these and more, whichever he's written, they're very, very relevant in today's times also. It's
yeah,
like
of
the
course,
Mahabharata. It was
right,
relevant then, it is relevant now, it will be relevant 100 years later. So he has
right,
also stories like that. Right. But because you read personality development books and, books about self well being and spiritual well being, I think I would like to suggest you two books. I don't know if you have read it or not already. One is, I think, Monk in a Murk. I don't know if you've read it or not.
okay. No, I
Monk,
haven't.
which is Monk in a Mercedes. I think you must
Okay,
read that book. It's about, how important or not important are the materialistic things in life. It's really nice book. And of course, another book on monk only. So Think Like a Monk. I don't know if you've read that book also.
no, I haven't.
Lovely, lovely book. Because your genre is this, I think probably you'll like these kind of books. So
Yeah.
try and give it a thought. Once you're done with your list, of course, you must be having a list of your own. Once you're done with that, try and pick these two books. I'm sure you won't regret it. Okay?
No, I mean I'm looking forward to start reading new books because whatever I had in my collection, I have already finished that.
Yeah.
Like when I was on a break, I took a break of around 1 month, and
Yeah.
in that I finished some 7 or 8 books.
Okay. Okay, so
So
try pick these two books up. Or you can, of
yeah,
course, Google the story, see if you like it or not, then only go for buying it. That's what I do most of the times. So,
yeah.
because I am mostly, honestly, into Indian writers, and I love books related to Mahabharata. Mostly all my books are
Okay.
Mahabharata. So I enjoy that story way too much. So I read all versions of it. Like I've read Palace of Illusions, then Devi, then Arjuna, and there's a book called Karna. So I read Jaya. These are all Mahabharata books. So I read mostly
Okay.
that genre. But I think Like a Monk and Monk in a Merc, they're good books. Try those out. All right.
Yeah,
So I'll
sure.
wrap
And
up.
the
Yeah,
way
tell
we
me.
talk about Mahabharata, I would
Mm-hmm.
like to tell you that yes, I have watched that Mahabharata series almost 3 or 4 times in
Yeah,
last 1 decade.
yeah.
So
B.R. Chopra
whenever,
Mahabharata, the Doordarshan
yeah,
one. Yeah,
yes, yes, I
yeah,
enjoy that, and some nostalgic feeling are related to that as well,
yeah.
because I remember that at that point of time, I hardly used to watch. Uh, I mean, I used
Anything.
to
Yeah.
I used to enjoy or wait for the fighting scene, and whenever that scene comes
In
where
the air.
the
Yeah,
globe scene and somebody speaks from behind in the
yeah,
background,
yeah.
I used to hate that.
Yeah. Fun fact, I have not watched Mahabharata of B.R. Chopra. I think a couple of episodes maybe, but not much. I used to watch Sri Krishna, which again used to come on
Mm.
Doordarshan only, which was only about Lord Krishna. So I used to watch that a lot. But having said that, I think Mahabharata is one story which never gets old. And every time I'm
Right.
reading it, something new comes. Like I have read Mahabharata from the point of view of, say, Draupadi, from the point of view of Karna, this, that, everything. It's fun. It's a very, very fun
Yeah.
story for me. Right. So I will come to the feedback before we wind up. There were a few errors, some very, very minor errors in your speech, but then I did notice a few. So I'm going to share my screen, show you those errors, and we'll discuss
Yeah. Sure.
could be the right version of it. Okay. So I'm sure you are only going to tell me what the right version is. So can you tell me for the
First,
first?
first few ones.
Yes, absolutely. So it's first few ones. Okay. Now, whenever I had started watching, what will come here?
Whenever I started watching.
So here, see, when you say
Hmm.
whenever, it always comes in past or in present.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay. So, whenever I have started watching, or
Okay.
whenever I start watching. But when you're talking of past, you will say when I had started watching. When I,
Okay.
okay?
Right.
When I started watching. Both are correct, but when with whenever it will mostly be present and never past. Okay?
Okay.
Now, you stuck wherever you have to talk on different topics. So I think you forgot a word here, which is you get stuck.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? Get stuck whenever you have to talk on or talk on me because it's topic. So you'll probably say speak on.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
different topics. If I haven't
And
understand, yeah, say
understood. Did I make
yes,
mistake as well?
yes.
Oh.
If I haven't understood anything. Now you talked about the loudspeaker. So it was, we will not say loud voice. We will say it was a loud noise. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Because voice is generally of a person, but these speakers and all, they're noisy. So that's a lot of loud noise. Okay.
Right.
Now we don't share to everybody, we share with
Sure. With.
everybody. Okay. Now not related to, so related with, we will say related to. Okay.
Yeah.
Now some nostalgic feeling are, of course, you know what the mistake here is. Some nostalgic feelings are.
Hmm.
We will not say feeling, we will say feelings.
Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
So, did you understand what all I discussed with you?
Yeah. Sure.
Yes. Do you have any doubts, questions, or queries?
No.
I believe we are meeting again in the, I think in a couple of days or
Uh,
tomorrow.
Day
I
after
don't,
tomorrow.
day after tomorrow. So I'm going to give you a homework for day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
I want you to. I'm going to give you 5 words. Okay.
Okay.
Five, nay, more than five. Let me give you more than 5 words. You have to
Okay.
prepare a story from those words. Take maximum words
Okay.
possible. Okay. I am not telling you to take all the words, but maximum. Okay. So I'm writing it
Okay.
in the chat box. You can quickly copy paste. Okay.
Okay.
Mm, mm. It's a very, very predictable story. Tell me if you can make it unpredictable. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So I've written in the chat box the words are girl, farmer, fees, jealousy, ambition, smart, success, happiness. Very, very predictable. You can make a story right here, right now with these words. Right. See if you can change something in this and tell me. Okay.
Okay.
Make it a little challenging. I'm sure you're capable of that. Let's do that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll see you again. All right, Raj. Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Bye. Good night. Have a great day.
Good night.
And I'll
Have
see
a
you day
great
after
time.
tomorrow. Bye bye.
And uh, apart from this, we will talk
Yes.
on that topic. I forgot
You
again
have to tell
that.
me in the beginning.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Apart from
Uh,
these two things are
yes. Yes.
therefore to be discussed in the next session.
Yes.
Okay.
Tell me from the beginning, okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah. Bye. Good
Okay.
night.
Bye. Good night.